Greetings, dear one. My topic is helping others while staying in your power and bliss. I want to acknowledge you for being who you are and having the real divine intelligence to really resonate with what I'm sharing and teaching. And, you know, I started when I was around 17 years in this reality, studying metaphysics. And because I was really looking, well, what do I do? I was getting ready to go, leave high school, go to college, or do whatever you do. You'd be an adult. And I was like afraid. What do I do? How do I have a good life? And I didn't really want a lot of the problems that I saw family members and their friends and other people have all the time, And I remember saying in my prayer, because at 17 I said, God, I've been trying to find you in all these standard brand churches and I can't find you, so you got to find me, please, because I want to know you if you really exist. And what was so powerful about that is hindsight is always 20/20 in that sense. You can look back and you can notice and observe when things happen, and how much each step has always been very, very important if we use it. And if you find the gem in every situation, you can never ever be destroyed in that sense. And that's in your own sense of who you are, no matter what it is, whether it would be the worst thing you could possibly ever imagine. And for sure, then don't imagine that. Don't ever imagine what you don't want happening. Don't see it. Don't get involved in it. Don't take it there. And so what I want to say is that in all my years of study, and then I applied all those metaphysical teachings, and one step after another, and knew I wanted to help other people. That I wanted it for myself, but I also wanted for the people, my family members, strangers, people, if it was good, if it would help them, if it brought them greater happiness and love and fulfillment and satisfaction, and actually really knowing now what I didn't know then, wasn't aware of then, that journey, different teachers, books, studies, courses I took, retreats I went to, people I knew, it was all, it was my journey, you see, and that's, each of us have our journey. And what tends to happen is, what stops us is when we try and help others, but then we get taken down by our desire to help, by falling in the ditch where they are. And that's not how you help people. We see, what's the frustrating thing, as you probably realize and know, is when it would be so easy for people. It really is. Perot, the French, Belgian detective series. Agatha Christie writing about clues, and you're looking for clues. And he would say, the more complicated a case looks, the more simple the answer. And when we take a look at how complicated people's lives are, how much information is coming at them, how many narratives are going on, stories that are told about this and that and who you are and what's going to happen and all of this, and it's information. And when we think about information, it's like the word CIA, Central Intelligence Agents, Intel. So it would be, what are you telling people within themselves? You see, it's all about the mind. And what it is that that focusing on the mind and those thoughts and those beliefs and what's coming at you all the time is a distraction. It's actually causing the problems. And when we go to then help others, first of all, it's not about us deciding that other people need help in that sense of, well, we're going to say, well, I'm better than you are and all that. No, but we want people to prosper. It was really kind of a really upsetting kind of a situation. Many years ago in the 80s, I read an article about a poll that was taken with certain medical professionals. Would they be willing and for their patients to be well and never come back again? They said no, an overwhelming no. What does that mean? People making money off your pain and suffering. And when you see that people are making money and power and all off of the pain and suffering of others at some level, you know that there's something wrong with that. That's not truth. That's not who we are. That's not how we need to be or to live or to what to experience. And so when we want to help others, family and whoever it may be, we really want them, if we're real divine beings, we really want them to be all who they really are, whether they're with us or not. It's not about we're going to keep everybody with us and keep, it's so interesting when you observe. I'm an observer, and I witness and observe, and how you can witness that there are parents and people who would actually keep their children helpless and needy just so they can keep their children with them at any age or at any time. And we call that maybe natural, but it's all this indoctrination and programming. And then it goes on into educational systems, science, and all of that out there, because it starts, you might say, in that family relationship and how that child is treated. And I feel so fortunate that I had so much love and support always as a child. I had a wonderful childhood. And we could say, well, people are dysfunctional and all that and this and that, because who's saying that and what's the ideal? Because in that ideal is an idea. You see that? Ideal is actually an idea. And it's a concept, and it's a belief system that has been orchestrated as to how to show that you're normal, you're okay, you're a success, you're not a failure. So all of this is coming at people all the time. And if we really want to help people, we have to be it who we are ourselves and be strong in our own bliss and power. And so oftentimes when we go to help others, we take on their pain and their suffering as if that's going to help them, but it does not. And so you want to maintain your own power and your own bliss, and how you do that is through your breathing process, through your meditation, through your contemplation, through being here now, you see. And standing firm and knowing that what you are, and then help others. Like you could let people know about the videos here on YouTube. They're not monetized in any way. It's for everybody, and we want the more people to have it. And so I need your help in doing that. If you get value and you like it, and to me it's so wild that some of the sites that have so many millions and millions of hits, or people are looking at that, and it really is, in a sense, people want some enjoyment, they want some fun, they want a distraction to get away from the pain and the suffering that they're feeling within their hearts and within their souls, and the fear that's going on. So the key is keep yourself in that good place. And you know that watching these videos, I teach you about that. This is what Michael and I are doing. And also, whenever, if you can ever send a donation or contribution, we use that then to help us get the equipment to do the things that will help us to help others. And the key is, I stay centered in my being while giving knowledge. That's why do not be afraid of information or knowledge that goes beyond your belief system as to what's real or fake. You make your decisions by you doing your work and not being told by any authority outside of yourself what you can focus on, what you can know, what you can study and learn. And never be afraid that your belief systems will be destroyed in that sense, because you don't need them. And that's why, and I really contemplate that. Michael and I were talking about that. There is no greater knowledge that's available really on the internet anywhere. You can buy outer space, inner space, here, there, but what does it all come down to? You. Right there where you are. And in your eternal state. And that's what we're working towards, because it's instant. And in a moment you can instantly be in hell, in a moment you can instantly be in heaven, or you can transcend those belief systems to activate the paradise state of the treasure chest. Isn't that interesting? In the heart area, treasure chest of all of the divine qualities of your own beingness. So never leave your power and bliss to help someone else by taking on their consciousness, by believing in their lies, and there they lie with their lies. Stay in yourself, see who they are, and please help me share this with people, get people to share it, and give people knowledge, and then let them make their choices. And you are the living example of it. Allow yourself to have all this good that you are.